I'm going to preview the 5 seed Baylor versus 4 seed Wisconsin women's soccer game, which will be played November 20th at 2 p.m. Central Time. I would assume this is on ESPN Plus, but I'm not positive. Of course, there'll be a lot of stats no matter what. And this game would be played on the campus of Notre Dame because of they're the 1 seed. If they would have lost the first round game, then it would have been at Wisconsin. If Wisconsin and Notre Dame would have lost, Baylor would have hosted again. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. Obviously, both Wisconsin and Baylor advanced 3 wins in the first round. So what exactly happened for both of them here? Well, Baylor did defeat Texas State again. This time they didn't give up a goal on like the first meeting of the year, and they won 3-0. They were up 1-0 at halftime, but then they scored 2 goals in the second half, and they could have easily had a fourth one if they didn't miss a PK. But that's besides the point. A win's a win. After all, they're 13-4-4 overall. Now, I will say Wisconsin did get pushed by Western Michigan. They only won 3-2 at home. I want to try to check the halftime score of that game real fast. Yeah, it was 1-0 Western Michigan, actually. But then Wisconsin outscored them in the second half, 3-1. That's the difference. And Wisconsin, by the way, they are 14-5-2 overall, 6-3-2 in the Big Ten. And I would put the outlook on Wisconsin in the description below. And one thing I didn't put in the outlook, they actually have used one like additional formation, but I just simplified it. Honestly, it's either like 5 and 4 defenders, 4 or 5 midfielders, and then 1 forward on the other formation. All the other formations they have used, 5 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 1 forward. That's pretty much the commonality for Wisconsin. You'll know who started X amount of games, and they're very consistent on the starters, by the way. I know they used 1 goalkeeper, played 1 goalkeeper all year long. And all this. It's not like they don't have backups. It's just they've never taken that starting goalkeeper out of the game. And I'll go like multi-goal scorers as well, besides starting the only goalkeeper that played all year, and multi-assist players. So their starting goalkeeper is Drew Stover, number 1, a 5'10" goalkeeper that is a senior, 19 goals allowed, and 61 saves. She does have an assist on the year, by the way. Okay, some multi-goal scorers and assist players would be like Kiara Gilmore, number 11, 5'10" defender that's a forward. That's a freshman. 6 shots attempted and 4 assists. There's Ella Auti, number 12, 5'7" defender that's a junior, 19 shots attempted, but 7 assists. There's Anya Gulbrandsen, Gulbrandsen, number 21, 5'7" midfielder that is a sophomore, 3 goals and 22 shots attempted. There's Jenna Bauman, number 22, 5'1" midfielder / forward that's a sophomore, 1 goal on 17 shots attempted and 3 assists. There's Ashley Martinez, number 23, a 5'6" midfielder / defender that is a senior, 2 goals on 42 shots attempted and 3 assists. Now, the next 2 are 6 goals or more here, and the leading one is Aaron Connolly, number 25, a 5'6" midfielder that is a junior, 9 goals on 35 shots attempted. Then there's Brooke Allen, number 27, 6'1" forward that is a senior, 6 goals on 32 shots attempted and 2 assists. Now it's Haley Bauman, or Bauman, like the same as Jenna's last name that I went over. Bauman. Number 32, 5'11" defender that is a junior, 1 goal and 20 shots attempted and 3 assists. Now, the next player is definitely a 6 goals or more type of player, and it's Adi Borer, Boer, number 33, 5'6" midfielder slash forward. That's a senior. 7 goals on 26 shots attempted. And the last player I'm really going to mention is Taylor Gordon, number 4, 5'8" forward. That's a junior. 2 goals on 13 shots attempted and 1 assist. And you can check out, like, I know there's a few 1-goal scorers. And one I forgot to mention right off the jump as a multi-assist player is Masson Ishaug, Ishaug, number 6. A 5'6" midfielder as a senior, 1 goal and 17 shots attempted, but 3 assists on the year. That's pretty much all the players you need to know in all this. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. And obviously, whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct. You got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively, defensively. Not just from first half to second half, but during those halves. And I know there might be some questionable calls here and there, but you got to make plays to win. And you can't be intimidated by the other team or get out physical. And you also got to keep your composure, because the last thing you want is to have a red card and be down a player for the rest of the game. I'm just saying that. And obviously, if they do that, it's really on them. You got to take advantage of that situation when it's 11 versus 10. So you got the whole point there, and you got to do this for your seniors in case they do, because this might be their last game. And I know, anticipate Wisconsin trying to do the same, but still. On defense, you got to shut down the best players as much as possible. Don't give them any clean looks. You got to have your defenders step up, and you got to be really good in those 1v1 situations. Obviously, you do not want to foul or handball in the box on defense, because that's a PK, and you know what that means. Guessing game. If that's that situation, hopefully we get a stop. But if we don't, it is what it is. It's just a PK. You got to be good on your set piece defense as well, like a free kick in a dangerous area that they might shoot, or they might just do a pass and then try to shoot, or a corner kick, and you got to clear the ball out. And hopefully you do cause some turnovers that, and like that when they are that close to the goal, that you could start a counterattack. You got to clear the ball out defensively as much as possible, whether it's to the sideline or straight back. And you got to dictate the pace overall of this game. And I know the weather might be not what you're used to, but you got to be mentally tough and try to take the crowd for Wisconsin out of the game as much as possible. And you got to get your fans involved that do travel. But still, you get the whole point. Obviously, you don't want to give them easy passes or anything like that. So you got to mark each defender, each player, and all this. So you get the point. And sometimes your best offense comes from a counterattack. So let's try to get some counterattacks in this game. Offensively, of course, you could score I cannot assume that there's going to be a foul or a handball in the box, but if there is, you got to take advantage of the PK unlike the last game. I'm just saying. You got to be good on your set-piece offense. I know that's not the only way to score, but sometimes the easiest way to score is from a corner kick. Sometimes. Or like a dangerous free kick, whether it's shooting range or just send the ball into the box, and we'll see what happens. It's in like a Oklahoma State game, Tyler Israel tried to do a pass, and actually nobody touched it, and it went straight in, despite a bounce. Yeah, I know. Crazy. You got to have your bench players step up in this type of game, and your role players. You got to have your better players step up in this type of game. After all, you don't know if your season's going to end here or not. And I would say this is a even match overall, not just in terms of record, but in terms of the seeding as well. It's 4 versus 5. And Obviously, if this game does go to overtime, it's a golden goal situation, as in score first and you win the game. And obviously, after the 2 overtimes, there will be a penalty kick shootout like Baylor already faced in the Big 12 tournament against Texas Tech. So, yeah, you got to win 50-50 balls in the air and on the ground as well, because that sometimes makes a difference. And if you're up in this game, you got to protect the lead, if not extend it. And obviously, if you're down, try to climb back in it. Just don't try to force things too much. And let's not be in the situation you were like against BYU. Like, seriously. And the good news is you have a lot more time to prepare for this game, unlike the last time that you played a quality opponent like this, like BYU, because you only had like 1 day of rest. Granted, I know BYU did play PKs as well, but still, that's not a lot of time off in between games. At least you had some time off. And I know Wisconsin could say the same thing. And this could also depend on the time, on the weather, because maybe they move up the game, maybe they don't, or it gets pushed back because of the weather is that bad. So we have to wait and see, and you got to shake off those nerves. There's literally no pressure on you. It's the pressure's on Wisconsin. They're the highest seed here. Seriously. And no matter what happens here, this has been a good year for Baylor women's soccer and good for the program to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2018. And it's building off of the last few years under Michelle Leonard. I mean, year 1, losing record. Year 2, better. Made a Big 12 tournament. Lost the first game. Then last year, they made a Big 12 tournament winning record. They made a Big 12 tournament, won a game, but then they lost. And then this year, they made it somehow to be number 5 in the Big 12. Then they made the NCAAs. So it's a good stepping stone for the program. Granted, they do want more, and they don't want the season to end here. So let's give out all your best effort here. So anyways, if you like this content, subscribe. Let's see you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Goals, ultimate goals. Now is more from my mind. This course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube background. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.